In the vast and storied world of the Elder Scrolls, few dynasties are as iconic or as tragically ended as the Septim bloodline. Founded by the legendary Tiber Septim, also known as Talos, this empire ushered in an era of relative peace and prosperity across Tamriel. Among the many rulers who wore the Ruby Throne, one of the most poignant and promising was Martin Septim, a reluctant hero whose brief reign burned brightly before being extinguished far too soon. The forgotten son of an empire. Martin Septim was never meant to be emperor. Born from an affair between Emperor Uriel Septim VII and an unknown woman, Martin was hidden from public view, raised in obscurity, and believed himself to be nothing more than a common man. His early years were defined not by royal privilege, but by personal struggle and spiritual conflict. At one point, he even delved into the worship of Daedra, drawn towards Sanguine and the darker corners of Tamriel's mysticism. This dangerous path led to catastrophe, prompting Martin to renounce his past and devote himself to the Nine Divines. His redemption arc brought him to Kvatch, where he served as a humble priest of Akatos. In an alternate timeline, perhaps that's where his story would have ended, a reformed man living in quiet service. But fate had other plans. A world in flames needs an emperor. The assassination of Uriel Septim and his heirs during the Oblivion Crisis plunged the empire into chaos. With the dragonfires extinguished and no Septim on the throne, the barriers between Nirn and Oblivion began to collapse. Amidst the terror, a lone survivor from Kvatch, later known as the Hero of Kvatch, rescued Martin and brought him into the light, revealing his true heritage. Though Martin was reluctant and unprepared, he embraced the burden placed upon him. He may not have been trained for politics or war, but his humility, intelligence, and courage made him the emperor Tamriel didn't know it needed. With the support of the Blades and the Hero, Martin worked tirelessly to rally the realm, oppose the mythic Dawn cult, and prepare for the climactic confrontation with Mehrunes Dagon. A sacrifice worthy of a god. In the final moments of the Oblivion Crisis, Mehrunes Dagon himself entered the mortal world, descending upon the imperial city in a display of apocalyptic fury. With all hope seemingly lost, Martin shattered the Amulet of Kings, allowing Akatosh to channel his divine power through Martin's bloodline. In a breathtaking transformation, Martin became the avatar of Akatosh, a towering dragon of flame and light, and banished Dagon back to Oblivion. It was an act of divine sacrifice. In becoming the vessel of a god, Martin Septim gave his life to save Nirn. The threat was gone, but so was he, and with him, the last of the Septim line. The Third Era ended in fire, and Tamriel entered a time of uncertainty. A legacy that deserved more time. Martin Septim's life was a paradox, a man both destined for greatness and denied the time to fully realize it. Unlike many of his forebears, Martin ruled not from ambition or entitlement, but from necessity and compassion. His story is one of redemption, sacrifice, and potential unfulfilled. What kind of emperor might he have become had he lived? Could he have restored the empire to its former glory or led Tamriel into a new golden age? We'll never know. But what remains is clear. Martin was a hero forged in fire and loss, and his name deserves to be remembered not just as a footnote in history, but as one of Tamriel's greatest lost leaders.